got a history video today based off research I've done and the lights I've come across in the years I've been collecting these lights, and I thought we'd talk about Cinderella lights. They are probably the most expensive set you can buy these days in the second-hand market, which is weird because there's always a set for sale on eBay. There's always plenty of them, but they seem to hold a high price, possibly a nostalgia factor, who knows. A little bit of an update on the 3D printing project. I don't actually own a 3D printer. I'm having to use somebody else's, and that's logistically a bit of a pain because of the hours that it takes to print. We've done some tests. They're not great, but we're getting there. We're going to attempt a prototype on a resin printer next. We'll get you an update as soon as we've done some test printing on that. But in the meantime, let's talk about Cinderella Christmas lights and how long they've been around and all the different variations. Now, weirdly, it's not actually Pifco you got to thank for Cinderella lights, it's Mazda. These lights are like the slew of fairy tale and Disney lights that you used to get in the 50s. Set of 12 bakelite holders, different coloured shades with clear bulbs inside. Sometimes you got coloured bulbs, but I think that might have just been people using them as spares. They are Cinderella lights. They've got depictions and pictures of different scenes from Cinderella. But yeah, although they're not carriages, they've got carriages on them, but there you go, there's your first set of Cinderella lights. Now, let's get to what we're all familiar with. These, the classic design. The design pretty much has not changed in all the years they've been around. They've always been twist fit bayonet fittings, unlike some of the earlier Pifco lights where you had the integral shade and bulb holder, which then went to a separate shade and bulb holder. The Cinderella shades have pretty much stayed the same. The only thing that's really changed is the colours. These ones here, you can see you can get in dark green, lime green, orange, blue, pink, purple. Originally it looks like they only came in set of 12. Set of 12 with white cable. I've not seen a set of 12 with green cable, but it's possible that they did have them. They looked a bit more on the silver side, but these are the earliest ones you could get. Most of them came with a bayonet fitting to plug in a lamp holder. But these are the ones that people are more familiar with. The set of 20, I mean, look at that, £2.66 for a set of Cinderella lights. Now it's more like £266. The traditional colours that we're all familiar with now: green, pink, blue, purple and orange. And you got your 10 carriages and your 10 lanterns. On the side of the box you got model number 1298. Really cool, interesting designs on the boxes. I mean, Pifco boxes were always cool. This particular set, I believe, is still on eBay. I think the seller wants about £200 for them. The lights generally came with clear bulbs. All the sets generally came with clear bulbs. This set has coloured bulbs, so the sellers obviously put coloured bulbs in. You could get these set of 20 with white or green cable through the 70s and 80s. And as soon as you started creeping into the late 80s, early 90s, you started getting these ones. The price hasn't increased much, £5.49 for a set. Now these ones are the first ones that had bulb holders that were not white but green, and I believe this is because they've changed over to push-in bulb. They all came with screw-in bulbs beforehand, Lilliput bulbs, and Pifco changed over to use push-in bulbs like they did with a lot of their lights. And this design of box is one of the last designs that they ever used, even with these ones with the thin green cable. And then eventually the inevitable happened. These are the last iteration of Pifco Cinderella lights. The shades haven't changed that much in design and colour variation. They've all pretty much stuck to the same colours, but you've now got the thick black cable due to the new laws about electrical items. Yeah, they look smart, the colours are nice and bright. This is just the beginning of the end for classic lights. They still look cool, they still look nice, and they still hold a high price, even with the thick cable. Now, I found something many years ago, and I believe it to be the holy grail of Cinderella lights. I've only ever seen them once. I tried to buy them, but the seller removed them from sale. I don't think anybody bought them. And they are these opaque white shaded Cinderella lights. And this was a set of 20, but they are not bayonet fit bulb holders, they are push fit. So I'm wondering whether they were from another company's set of lights that were made before Pifco or after Pifco. Are they copies? Are they not? But they are, again, uber rare as a dodo, hen's teeth. Have you got a set of these? Do you have any? Do you have any other pictures of them? But never seen them before or since, don't know where they came from, can't find any other information. But there you go, I just thought I'd put this little video out there and a little bit of history, some pictures. If you've got any information on Cinderella lights, any stories, put them in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one.